Here we're going to look into the assignment operators. So assignment operators basically like assigning values to your variables, but it is not as simple as you think. Okay, so there are various assignment operators and each operator has its own function. So the first operator that we are going to actually study is the equal to operator, and in this equal to operator what we are basically going to do is we are going to assign a particular value to a variable. That is, here for example a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 5. So it means that I have stored the value of 10 in the variable a and value of 5 in the variable b. Okay, so this actually we have done. Okay, now next coming operators are very much important. Okay, so if we see, the next operator is actually plus and equal to. Means, what is the meaning of this plus and equal to? If I will zoom in here, you can see that I have given here the equation as a is equal to 10, b is equal to 5. Then next, if I am giving a statement or a command like a plus is equal to b, it means that it is a plus b. Okay, so 10 plus 5, the answer will be 15. Okay, so it is like x is equal to x plus 1. Okay, so the previous value of a plus the present value of b. So 10 plus 5 is equal to 15. Okay, here also I will show you now. I'll just uncomment this. Okay, and you see that a is equal to 5, b is equal to 6, and the next condition is a plus equal to b, and then I have told them to print a. Okay, what is actually a? I have told them to print it. Okay, so I will clear this and we will check the answer first. So you see it is 11. Okay, so the value of b is 6 plus the value of a is 5. So 5 plus 6 is 11. Okay, so this is the second operator, that is plus equal to, means a is equal to a plus b. Okay, so plus equal to means it is a equal to a plus b. Okay, next one is minus and equal to. It means a is equal to a minus b. Okay, a equal to a minus b. I'll comment this. Okay, now we will run this particular code. Now you see minus 1. Okay, so a is equal to a minus b. What is a? 5. 5 minus 6 is minus 1. That I have got the output here. Okay, so I need to clear the console every time so that whenever the output is there, it can be clearly seen, because if I don't clear, there are all the previous outputs over there, so it becomes quite confusing to actually see the output. Okay, so I'll comment this again. We'll go to the next assignment operator. Till now we have studied 3 assignment operator: equal to, plus equal to, minus equal to. Next one is into equal to. Okay, multiplication equal to. It means a equal to a into b. So now we will see this, how this actually works. Okay, we are done with subtraction also, addition also. Now we are going for multiplication. Okay, we are going for multiplication. So I have uncommented the command and then I'll run. It should be 30. Okay, see here, 6 into 5 is 30. So I have got that exact answer. Again uncommented. Then we will move on to the next operator. Next operator is division equal to, means a equal to a divided by b. Okay, we will try to see that output also here. See, it is 0.8. Okay, it is 0.8. Now we will again comment this and then we will go to the next operator. Next operator is the rational or the comparison operator, but here since they had not given about the modulus operator, I have also included the modulus operator also, not just the division operator. So we will see what is the output here. You see the output is 5. Okay, the output is what? 5, because 6 ones are 6, it cannot divide 5 because 5 is smaller. So 6 zeros are 0, 5 will be the remainder, so the remainder is over there. Okay, so next we will go with the rational, relational or the comparison operator. See, relational or comparison operator is the most easiest operator. It is just comparing the two variables. So we are here creating two variables, x and y, and then we are trying to compare these two variables. Okay, so x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 7, but here I have used different values. Okay, I have used here x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 6. It is up to you whatever values you want to use. See, it is always better to try with different values, because if it throws up an error, that is when you actually learn. Okay, see, coding is something you will learn only when you experience lot of errors, lot of mistakes, lot of syntax errors. Okay, that is when you will learn. If you are actually getting the correct output, then if there comes a time when you are actually getting an error, it becomes very difficult to identify what is the problem with your code. Okay, so now we will try to run the relational or the comparison operator. In that, the first operator is known as strictly less than. Okay, strictly less than. So I will just run it. So the code is x is equal to 5, y is equal to 6, and print x less than y. So now we all know that x is actually less than y, so it should give me an output as true. We will check that if it gives an exact output. Before that, again we will clear our console, and now we will try to run this. See, true. Now if I make this as 6 and this as 5, it will throw me an output like false. See, it is false. Okay, so it is just comparing. You are already giving it a statement and asking it if it is correct or wrong. Okay, since it is correct, so it gives me an output of true. Okay, so this is the relational or the comparison operator. Please keep noting these things. First we studied the arithmetic operators, then we studied the assignment operators. Now we are into the relational or the comparison operators. The next one is less than and equal to. Less than or equal to. Now what is this less than or equal to? Basically, less than or equal to is something if your number is less than. For example, one second. See here, basically 5 is less than 6, so it will throw me an error. But if 5 is equal, that is x is less than y, but if x is equal to y also, it will give me true. Now you see, first I will run this, it will give me true. Then if I make this as 5, then also it will give me true. See, again true. So either if x and y is same, it should give me an output of true, or if x is less than y, it should give me an output as true. So this is the advantage of going with the relational operator, where the output is in terms of true or false. Next one is similar one, that is greater than or greater than equal to. Okay, now here is the code. Now I leave this up to you to execute this. Okay, you need to execute this, otherwise it is really very difficult for you to understand. Okay, so here is the code. Okay, so if I run this, okay, it should come as false. Why? Because 5 is not greater than y. See, it is false output. Now next, if I comment this and if I actually ask here that if 5 is greater than 6, give me a true, or if 5 is equal to y, give me a true. Okay, now you see here, I will try to run this code. It will again throw me an error as false. But now if I make this as equal to 5, now it will give me an output like true. Okay, so that is like greater than, equal to, and strictly greater than. Okay, so till now we have studied 4 operators: less than, strictly less than equal to, greater than equal to. Okay, the next one is equal to. So in equal to it should throw me an error as false, because it is not equal to. Here it is checking if x is really equal to y or not. Okay, so here it should give me a false output. See, it is giving me a false output. I forgot to comment this. Now what will happen is, you see, okay, if I make this as 5, now it will give me a true output. Okay, true output. So basically this is the assignment operator. So here it is checking if both the values are same or not, then only it is going to give an output as true. If not, it is not going to give an output as true. The last one is not equal to. See, this will give me a true output. Okay, 100% I am sure. Why? Because 5 and 6, they are not equal. See, true. Okay, it is not equal, so it gives me an answer as true. Okay, so that is the not equal to. Here see, not equal to. Now next we are going to study about the logical operators. Okay, see, logical operators is actually easy, and one of the important thing. Why? Because whenever you write a code where your code involves lot of conditional statements, that is when you actually use a logical operator. Okay, so here first one of the logical operator that we are going to actually look into is OR, logical OR, and we all know that the truth table of OR gate, where if both the input is high, the output is high, or else if any one input is high, the output is also high. So here what we have given here is, in the logical operator, you can see that print x is greater than y. If x is greater than y, then you give me a true output. If x is smaller than y, then also you give me a true output. That means that if any one of the condition is true, the output will be true. Okay, so you see here, first one is the x is greater than 6. No, it is not greater than. Okay, but in the second statement what it has asked here is, I will uncomment this. See here only, in the second statement x is less than y. That is true. Okay, so 100% you are going to get a true output. Okay, now I will run this. You see, true. Why? Because logical gate, okay, that is logical OR gate, truth table is like 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1 also 1. So in this both the statement, if any one is also correct, it gives me a true output. Okay, so that is how actually logical operators will work. Now next one is the logical AND gate, and here I will get a false output. Why? Because when is the output of the AND gate high? The output of the AND gate is high only when both the inputs are actually high. Okay, and by default both the outputs here will not be correct. Why? Because our both the numbers are actually different. Okay, so you see here, x is greater than y. No, it is not greater than. So there only you will get a false output. But my second statement is correct. X is less than y. Okay, but what is the truth table of the AND gate? Both the input should be high. So this both the statement should be true for me to get a true output. Okay, now you see, this will be false. Okay, why? Because it is not satisfying the criteria of both the conditions being correct. Okay, so this is the second logical operator. We are done with OR gate, we are done with AND gate. Okay, and now we will go to the next, that is NOT gate. In the NOT gate, okay, it should be like both the things should not be equal to, then only it will throw me an output of yes. Okay, so where is it? Yes, here. So I will uncomment this and run it. See, true. Okay, so it means both the numbers, that is 5 and 6, they are not equal to. Okay, and not of that is actually true. Okay, but if I make this as 5, you see, now it will give me an output of false. See, false. Why? Because if x is equal to y, then it is true, but I am doing a NOT of that, so it becomes false. Okay, so that is how a NOT gate works. Basically, NOT gate is an inverting gate. Okay, whatever you have, it will invert that particular value. So that was the third logical gate. Now next we are going to study about the bitwise operator. See, in bitwise operator we normally use OR gate and AND gate. So basically what happens here, I am going to use two numbers, x is equal to 5 and y is equal to that is x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 6. I am not use 7. You can use whatever number you want, but for my sake randomly I have selected as 6 because all my commands are having 5 and 6, so I just continued with the same thing. It is not like there is a particular reason. You can use whatever numbers you want. So in bitwise OR operation, what will have, I have clearly shown here. It is very easy. Just pay attention over here. See, now here this particular OR operation, bitwise OR operation, happens based on the binary equivalent number. I will zoom this so that you can clearly understand here. You see, okay, now you see here x is equal to 5. The binary equivalent of 5 is 1 0 1. Okay, and binary equivalent of 6 is 1 1 0. Now when I do an OR operation for this, you see, OR operation means what? Any one is high means I get an high output. So here 1 0 is always 1, again 0, and this 1 is again 1, and 1 1 is 1 only. So if you see the binary equivalent of 111, it is basically 7. So when I run this particular code, I should get actually 7 in my output. You see, I have got a 7 output. So this is how bitwise operator, that is OR operator, will work. Okay, next we will see AND operation. That I will get false. Okay, see here 5 is there, 6 is there. Now if I try to run basically AND operation here, one second, I should have made it AND. Okay, so see, 1 0 is 0, 0 1 is 0, 1 1 is 1, so I will get 100. Okay, and let us see what is the binary equivalent of 100. So I have to uncomment this. One second. Once again, I have not actually included that statement for AND gate. Let us try here only for AND gate. Okay, one second. Okay, I will just run the same code, okay, with an AND gate. And now I will uncomment this. So basically AND gate, the output is high only when both the inputs are high. Here 1 0 is 0, 0 1 is 0, 1 1 is 1, so I get 100. What is the equivalent number for binary number 100? We will get that as answer. So it is basically 4. The binary equivalent of 4 is 1 0 0. Okay, so I will comment it and write it here also. So you see, binary equivalent of 4 is 100. Okay, Now what will we do is we are going to the next topic, that is bitwise operator only, but with a condition. Okay, but with a condition. Okay, that is known as conditional bitwise operator. Okay, see here, this is the conditional bitwise operator, where what you are doing is, first of all you are giving two conditions, less than, equal to, and between those two statements you are using an OR operation. Okay, now you see here what I have done here is 5 and 6 are there. So my thing is, if x is less than y, okay, so if x is less than y, okay, one second, if x is less than y or x equal to y, give me a true output. Okay, so we'll try to run this and see what is the output. Second, now we'll try to run this. I'll get a true output here. Why? Because see, this x equal to y, okay, is x equal to y? No, right? So it becomes basically 0. Now x is less than y, true, so it becomes 1. Okay, 1 and 0 in OR gate, what is the output? High, that is 1 only. So that is why I have got a true output here. Please try to understand that once again. I'll teach in a very simple way here. See, x is 5, y is 6. Now I am giving here a conditional bitwise operation. Okay, so what it is telling is, if any one of these two conditions satisfy, I want a true output. Okay, see, x is equal to not y, so 5 is not equal to 6, so this becomes false. But this x is less than y is true, so true and false, I will get a true output because it is an OR operation. Now you see, when it comes to AND operation, I will get a false statement. Here I have used an AND operator. Okay, so I will uncomment this and I will comment this, you see. Second, let me clear the window. Sorry. Now you see, I will run this, it gives me a false. Why? Because I actually require both the statements to be true, only then actually I will get a true output. See, x is not equal to y, so this basically becomes 0 or false, and x is less than y, okay, true, but true and false, I will get a false output because this is an AND operation. Okay, I hope you have understood this. Again, see, bitwise AND operation, we just concluded that. See, the last thing is again precedence of operators, very important. So this I think you have to remember. This will be very helpful. First is parenthesis, exponent, division, multiplication, then subtraction, addition, and then if you have bitwise AND operation, OR operation, comparison, logical NOT, and all these things will come at the later stage. This you have to actually remember. So in this particular lecture we have studied the arithmetic operators, assignment, relational, logical, and bitwise operators. Okay, so this actually completes the complete lecture series on the operators. Okay, so next we will be seeing how we can actually use Jupyter and how we can actually integrate Jupyter and the Spider software. And let me tell you, unless you don't practice these codes, it is in no way that you will actually understand. Okay, sometimes when I actually practice these commands, I also get an error. So that is how you actually learn. Okay, if you don't practice it, I have been telling this right from starting of my first video. Okay, coding requires practice. Okay, coding is not just a theory subject where you will just study and remember it. You have to practice it. Only then you will know how good you are in coding, and slowly you will start learning coding, slowly you will start liking coding. Okay, so you have to practice it. Okay, if we go into recap on the topics that we have studied, First we actually studied on the addition operation, then subtraction operation, multiplication, division, remainder, exponent. Now all this will come under the arithmetic operators. Then we studied on the order of precedence. Then we started studying about the assignment operators. Okay, in assignment operator, first one is directly equal to, then plus equal to, minus equal to, multiplication equal to, division equal to, and then modulus or remainder equal to. Basically here what is happening is, if A plus equal to B it is there, it means A equal to A plus B. Okay, that is the simple concept. Next we studied the relational or comparison operators, wherein which we were actually getting true or false statement by asking print function with x less than y, x greater than y, x is not equal to y. Okay, x is less than equal to, x is greater than equal to. So all these come under the relational operators, x equal to, x not equal to. So these are all basically relational operators. Then we studied logical operators, where we studied about OR operator, AND operators, and logical NOT operators. Okay. Then we studied about the bitwise operator. Here normally we will use the OR gate and AND gate, but we get the output in terms of binary, but that is the normal binary equivalent numbers we'll get. Then bitwise operation with condition. Here what we are doing is, we are checking for two conditions. You see here and all only one condition, Here we are checking two conditions and giving it an AND operation or an basically OR operation. So for OR operation, any one of the condition is correct means it will give true output. But in AND operation, both the statements should be correct, only then it will give us an what you call true output. Okay. So this will end the topics on the operators, and trust me, practice this. Okay, it will hardly take 30 minutes, that's all. Just 30 minutes it will take for you to practice this particular all the particular topics. Okay, and operators, they are very important. So unless you don't practice, you are not actually becoming good in the Python, okay, or in the field of data science. Okay. So we will end this lecture here. In the next coming lecture, we will study more on Jupyter setup. How do we execute small commands in Jupyter? What are the different features in the Jupyter? And we'll try to read or start reading small